guys! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So this is Paulo Rich, your Pinoy nurse here in Singapore. So welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So for my today's content, I'm going to share to all of you this very interesting content. It's about INOP. So what is INOP? INOP is International Nursing Onboarding Program. So I'm going to share to all of you what it's all about. So actually, it's first time in the Philippines I've heard this. Currently, someone informed me that they have this kind of program now in the Philippines. But as I know, also in other countries in like India, Myanmar, and China, they have already this kind of program. As I understand. As I know before. So before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. So I'm going to discuss this INOP. So by the way, shout out to the person who shared this information. And for this content, I'm going to share what is my views. What is my insight about this INOP. I'm going to tell you what is the pros and cons. But before that, let me discuss what is INOP, okay? One by one. So like what I said earlier, INOP means International Nursing Onboarding Program. So the person who told me this is like sponsored by Ministry of Health in Singapore. So comment down below if it's real or not. So currently, they having this program already, which is, as I understand, so if you're currently a nursing student, you will have a guaranteed job already in Singapore, even you're in your year 3 or year 4. Okay? So, by the way, this is applicable for those foreign nurses, in the Philippines. But I think it will be quite same in other country if they have this kind of program. If example, it was sponsored by Ministry of Health. So, in this program, year 3, year 4 of your nursing, they will try to have this, an agency will conduct an interview if you're interested to join this INOP program. And also for those fresh graduate, they can join this INOP program. So like what I said, this INOP program is like if you pass the interview, you have a guaranteed job here in Singapore. And as I understand, they will pay your they will reimburse your school fees with amount of with some amount lang. But the amount is quite big, honestly speaking. Later I will show you how much is it. I will share lang. Uh I cannot put in my videos the picture of how much is it, because later on this is private or confidential. So I'm not really sure, but it's just someone informed me about this information. Okay, so the person that who told me about this, if example you're in your year 3 of Bachelor of Science in Nursing and you already passed the interview, you have 22,000. Okay, example you're year 3 or year 4, you're guaranteed to have a 22,000 Singapore dollar of reimbursement for all your fees and etc. As long as you pass the interview. So but if you are a fresh graduate and you manage to pass the interview for this program, then you will get a 16,000 reimbursement for all the you spend during your school. I guess it will be a lesser. So there's a reason why also why your year why fresh graduate will have a less reimbursement. Okay, and there's a pros and cons about this INOP program. As I understand, the basic salary will be lesser. If you're comparing, I'm not sure if less, but when I see the amount of the annual income that they are sharing, it's like 38 to 41,000 Singapore dollar annually. So that is the range that you will get for this INOP program once it started. And by the way, I forgot, guys. Sorry. My topic is keep on jumping. Before you can. Before all of this, even you are past the interview for INOP program, Philippine nurses still need to take your licensure nursing board exam in the Philippines. So that is the one of the criteria they need. You need to pass your Philippine licensure nursing board exam before they can send you already before they can before you can start the program in the Singapore. So like what I said, so even you don't have experience at all, once you are selected for this program, you can already go to Singapore to work. So I believe your position will be temporary registered nurse. I've seen a lot of my new nurses here in hospital where I work in that their nameplate is temporary registered nurse. Those who came from India, I believe so. I've seen some, and I think I'm not sure in Myanmar if they do have, but mostly I've seen some from India. Their nameplate is temporary registered nurse. Oh, I do have some. I do have a colleague who her nameplate is temporary registered nurse. So as I understand, she's not when she came here in Singapore, she haven't took her Singapore nursing board exam, and they let her work already in the hospital with the, of course, with the supervision of her preceptor. Then after that, I think after 3 months, they allow her to take the Singapore Nursing Board exam. Then once she passed the exam, then she can be, I mean, they can remove already the temporary registered nurse. Then she is already a registered nurse, provided that she passed the probation period. So she's a fully registered nurse already if in that case. And also, yeah, which is, I think it's quite good because at least you will be exposed already how the settings, hospital setting in Singapore. But only the scary part is how if you didn't pass the Singapore Nursing Board exam, right? So the big question mark with this is, most probably they will downgrade you to enrolled nurse and you need to take the enrolled nurse exam. But it's still not sure if the company will sponsor you for, I mean, if the company will send you for enrolled nurse. But I haven't encountered someone who been downgraded lah from temporary registered nurse and didn't manage to pass the SNB exam. So most probably you will pass the examination as long as you study, okay? Okay, let me go back for this INOP program. So it is just the same. So if you're from Philippines, then you pass already the nursing board exam in the Philippines, then they will let you work already in the will let you work in Singapore. I mean, they will let you work already in the Singapore even you don't have experience. So uh, your post will be temporary registered nurse, and as I understand in that PowerPoint explanation, you will be guided by your preceptor, and you have and in that 6 months probation you haven't take your Singapore Nursing Board exam. Then after your 6 months, they will let you take the Singapore Nursing Board exam, and you need to pass within 2 years. So I mean, if you manage to pass it after 6 months, then that's it. You're already a registered nurse. So I think it's good, especially if you really want to earn more. I mean, if you really want to earn immediately Sing dollars, or if you're tired in working in the Philippines, if you don't want to get experience in the Philippines, it's a good deal. And at least you started your experience already in Singapore, and your experience in Singapore is already running. So it's a good deal as well. But make sure you pass the examination. That is for the INOP program. So I hope my explanation is not so confusing, but I'm really trying to explain it properly. Okay, I'm sorry about this, guys. So like what I said, year 3, year 4, or fresh graduate, they have this INOP program. Then let me discuss the pros and cons about this international nursing onboarding program. The pros is, I believe that of course in early stage of your career you will earn already your Singapore dollar, which is quite good, and you will able to cope fast because of course you will immediately work here in Singapore, and you no need for you to experience, no need to have a work experience in your home country, right? Or in any overseas, any other country. So it's a good thing that you will see already how they work here in Singapore in hospital setting. Thirdly is you have a guaranteed job, of course, as long as you pass the INOP and the licensure examination. Four, no need, like what I said earlier, you don't need to get any experience in your home country. So straightly, I mean, you will go already in Singapore to start your experience, which is good, right? And what else? And of course, you will start here. Once you pass the Singapore Nursing Board exam, then you're guaranteed to become a registered nurse. So unlike if you have a less experience, example, you opted to get a job in your home country in overseas. Sometimes if your experience is lesser, they will just offer you a enrolled nurse post, right? So at least in this program, you have a guaranteed registered nurse post as long as you pass the SNB. So that would be the pros, I believe so. And for the cons is, of course, you have a bond because you need to sign a contract, and there is a bond. So as I understand for the bond, let me check. So if you sign your program during your year 3 or year 4 of nursing, you will have a 4 years bond. But if you sign, if you are freshly graduate, and then your bond is 3 years. So the bond is quite, of course, it's a give and take process. They will give you a job, of course. They need to secure that you won't leave them. And as I understand, if you break the bond, then you need to pay some money. I believe so. So but I'm not clear with that because I didn't see the contract itself. Okay. Promotion guaranteed. So that is other cons, because a bit scary, of course. Like that's why when this person shared this information, I told her that make sure that they will send you for Singapore Nursing Board exam. That's the first thing that I've told her. I mean, make sure in that contract stated that after 6 months of your being a temporary registered nurse, they will send you for Singapore Nursing Board exam. Because based on my experience, some Some company they will just tell, oh yeah, we will send you for promotion and everything, but it will never happen. But I believe so because this is part of a government program. Then this will be a legit contract, of course. Next is another cons is I think the pay is lesser. The basic salary is lesser, but no need to complain. Of course, you're freshly graduate, so of course you will start from lowest position. To give you some added inspiration, guys, for those who've been following me, when I started working here in Singapore, my basic salary is 380 Singapore dollar only. Okay, that is year 2010 when I was working a nursing aid. So that is inspiration to all of you. So just think you're lucky that when you join this program, your basic salary is different already. Yes. Okay? And what is 2 years? Okay. There's a 2 years here. I didn't understand why did I write 2 years for the cons. Okay, I'm sorry about this. But I think that's for the INOP program. And I believe if this INOP program was already ongoing in other countries like India and Myanmar, it's most probably it will be the same as I understand. But this is the very first time they offer this INOP program in the Philippines, which is I find it very nice, very, very good. I find it those nurses in the Philippines now, they are so lucky to have this INOP program. And it's a good thing they are, it's a good thing that they have this program, that Singapore is trying to really be competitive in other countries. Because I believe so, most of the Filipinos trying to go to other places like UK, Australia, New Zealand, or US. So yeah, Singapore Nursing Board or Singapore government need to be competitive with other countries. Or else they won't get foreign nurses, I believe so. And they really need nurses here in Singapore. And there's a lot of currently we're having these bed crunches issues. Like we have a lot of admission and less staff nurses, which is yeah, we really need your help. We really need you to come here and work. Okay, so it's still up to you guys if you want to stay here in Singapore and work and continue, or you just want to work here for experience. It's up to you. So because once you come here in Singapore, then you will realize if Singapore is your home or anything. Of course, we have different kinds of perspective in life. Okay, so thank you for watching my channel. I don't know why my voice become like this, and hope to see you again. So next time I'll be sharing what? I'll be sharing about different things again. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.